Hi everyone, and welcome to the first official episode of our anime burrito. My name is Diana.
And I'm Anthony, and today we'll be talking about Wonder Egg Priority, Horimiya, and Attack on Titan. For this podcast, we will have spoilers for any episodes of the animes that we're talking about this episode that have been posted so far up to this week. We record these generally a couple days before we post, and anything that's been uploaded in between we'll generally be talking about. So we're just making sure you're aware that you will be hearing spoilers if you haven't watched it. This podcast is just to hear our thoughts about it, and we highly recommend you tune into the series themselves and watch it for the full experience of the show.
So the first show that we're going to talk about is Wonder Egg Priority. This one came out last Wednesday, January 13th, and that's the only episode that's been out so far. The next one is coming out January 20th by the time that this podcast will be released. Wonder Egg Priority is an original Japanese anime television series, and so there is no manga, I believe, out before this. So everybody's going to be on the same page. I am not a manga reader. I am just an anime watcher, so I won't be behind like I would be with every other anime out there.
I'm a manga reader. I have no shame in admitting I'm superior to her.
Yeah, I don't really like reading, but I might get into the My Hero manga because I cannot wait that long.
Now, you want to get into My Hero, get into the My Hero fanfiction. You'll either be really interested or you're going to see some things.
There really isn't that much to talk about this one because literally there's just one episode out.
It had a lot going on in just the one.
Yeah, have you seen Madoka Magica?
A while back I did.
Yeah, me too, but it gave me like vibes of Madoka Magica when she made that like weapon out of the pen.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Remember that part?
Yeah, I was thinking
really
of magical girl transformations.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. What did you think of the story? Just from that one episode.
I honestly thought it was really interesting. So when I saw the bug at first, I was like, this is a very detailed bug. And I honestly didn't know what was going on or why she was going to a capsule machine. And then, boom. Next thing you know, toilet paper screaming at her to break the egg.
I was definitely confused at first because it didn't explain anything. Like, you were just thrown into the story with no context until, like, towards the end of the episode is when you finally figured out kind of what's going on.
And then you automatically know when she saw that other girl, this is going to be a best friend or a rival right away.
Yeah, and I mean, she's in the cover photo and they're all, like, laying on the grass, you know? So I'm assuming that they're going to become friends and maybe, like, help each other out. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Because, I mean, yeah, like, they're all trying to bring someone that they love that has died back, right? Like, that's the whole point.
I think so.
Of them, like, battling and saving people.
From what I got so far from it, I can guess so. But then again, they weren't really clear. Even the characters in it said, who knows what will happen? They said no comment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm honestly super interested to see where this anime goes. And I'm actually hyped for the next episode that comes out.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully we get some more detail on the story and about her character because, I mean, all we really know is that she was being bullied for her 2 different color eyes.
Which I think is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that's so cool. One time I met someone that had 2 different color eyes. It was blue and green. And literally everybody was all over this kid, like looking at him and saying how cool it was.
If you're not a main character in an anime, you're either a bully or you don't say anything at all.
And I mean, she has short hair. And you know what happens to short hair girls.
Well, that brings in a Horimiya when he jumped the fence and the girl with short hair saw him and I was like, well, hello there, second place.
So what rating would you give this first episode? What do you think?
I would give it a bean burrito.
Bean burrito? I was thinking bean and cheese burrito. Just because I have some hopes for it, but I'm not sure yet. You know, there's not a lot. I'm
not at the bean and cheese yet. But bean burrito for sure, just because of the fact of how it caught my attention through the second half of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now to get to Horimiya. Honestly, I thought this anime is hilarious, and I kind of related it to our friendship with the fact that he just does his thing, and she's like, you work for me now, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I would love to read the manga to see just if there's anything in between of why he just decided to just keep showing up at her house and why she's like, you know, I like this arrangement.
Yeah, it seems like the manga has been out for a while. I've never heard of this. I only knew that this anime was going to come out because of TikTok. They were saying about how Horimiya was going to break the internet by how good it was or something like that. So that's why I started watching it, because I wanted to know for sure on my own. But yeah, so far it's pretty good. I like their dynamic.
Yeah, same here. I like how it didn't immediately turn into some relationship rivals when she rejected the other guy. And it was just like, time to move on in my life, just like any normal person. But yeah, like I said, when he jumped the fence and it showed the girl's friend with the short hair, my first thought was, hello there, second place. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I keep seeing that scene, like compilations of that scene on TikTok of people just like admiring how he looks.
Just wait until the fandoms hit.
I know.
Nothing is safe from the fandoms. Nothing. But to get back to the second episode of that, since this anime only does have 2 episodes so far, and I believe the second or the third episode will come out on Saturday or Sunday of this week, right?
Yeah, they come out on Saturdays.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the second one just came out 2 days ago.
So yeah, in the second one, I love how he just terrifies the student council president now for headbutting him for no reason at all. Just decides to walk up, says, "Hey, you made me mad, so I'm gonna headbutt you." When he's confronting the other girl.
He was just trying to save her from what they thought the incident was of her losing the budget paperwork.
Yeah, though honestly, I thought I was gonna go a different direction. I thought the girlfriend was intentionally hiding the fact that she lost the paperwork.
Yeah, I don't know why she would just be like, throw that away.
Yeah, same here. But hey, at least she wasn't intentionally hiding it and wasn't just doing it to do it. So going to the first episode of Horimiya, it was honestly anticlimactic how it started. How she just dropped the phone and I expected some sort of dramatic reaction. Or they had some background with each other from the way they stared at each other and then he's just like, oh, here's your phone, bye. Because they kind of gave the feeling for that little 5 seconds that they were staring at each other that there was some history between them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just super convenient that he finds the little brother somehow. Honestly, if some dude with a bunch of piercings and all that found my little sibling, I'd be like, okay, you either kidnapped them or they kidnapped you. Please blink if you need help. But yeah, it's kind of funny that no one's noticed the fact that this dude has piercings on, or is even
like his arm tattoo.
Yeah, or is even seen like half his body being tattooed through. Because I think he mentioned that they were going to be third year, so 2 years that he managed to keep that all hidden.
And I mean, what was that? Was it PE where he had to wear his jacket or something to cover his tattoo, and it was hot outside?
Yeah, because he was freaking out because they had a swim class. I've never read the manga or even heard about this before today when I started watching it.
Yeah,
And
same.
honestly, a part of me wants to read the manga, but then a part of me wants to just watch the show and see where this goes.
Yeah, let's just do that because I'm not a manga reader, so I don't want to be left behind. Because, I mean, you already watched Attack on Titan, or read it, so you know what happens.
Yeah, but I read it so long ago that when I'm watching it now, it's all coming back in bits and pieces. I feel like an amnesiac with this. So yeah, I kind of like where this is going, how this isn't really following the conventional tropes. And that this dude can be terrifying when he wants to be.
Yeah, he's not like the smart pretty boy like in other animes.
Yeah, he's just like, walks up, hold my glasses and hold my bag. And then just headbutts student council president. Doesn't even say anything, just says, it'll be fine, and headbutts him. Guarantee you that man is traumatized for life. But I wonder how many more scenes are like that. I would love to see more of the intimidating side of him too, besides just the meek little figure that they show him in school or when he's around her. I would love to see a bit more of showing like the intimidation tactics.
Yeah, like obviously we know that they're gonna end up together at the end, or at least that's what it seems like. Hopefully, there's not this big plot twist.
I'll be honest, it was hard for me to stop laughing when she found out who he was. Like, obviously, he was in the house for a solid couple hours or so already, and then he just says her name. It's like, wait, you know? How do you know me? He's like, oh, it's me, your classmate. Like he's like, I'm not even trying to hide that it's me. I don't know. I just think that's hilarious that he's just sitting there nonchalant, and she doesn't even know who the heck this guy is in her house, but she's being super friendly with him. So, what would you rate this one as?
Maybe a bean burrito. I don't know. Like it seems from what is out so far, and me not reading the manga, like it just seems like a typical romance where they're kind of like arguing at first, or at least she is. She's like shows no interest, and the guy obviously likes her. And then at the end, she's gonna give in, and they're gonna get together.
You know, That just reminds me of the fact that what we brought up earlier, how he jumped over the fence and saw her best friend, and the best friend like looked at him in awe.
Hmm.
When he headbutted the student council president, he took his glasses off and everything. And he left them off. And she didn't mention anything about the fact that this is the same guy she saw jump a fence like nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Is it supposed to be like those moments where a character takes off their glasses and you don't recognize them anymore?
I think that's where they're going for with this guy. And the
Those
best
moments
part
are so
is,
funny.
yeah, and the best part is he's not even doing it on purpose like how a lot of animes do.
Yeah, he's just kind of being himself and people don't recognize him.
But all right, now to move on to what
Oh, wait, you didn't give
people.
your rating.
Oh, I agree. I agree. The reading is a bean burrito.
Why do you think so?
Well, it jumps around a little bit, like what we brought up, how there's some stuff that's not touched up on, like why he keeps going to her house or why the girl didn't have any reaction towards it.
Hmm.
They had more of a reaction when the guy saw the tattoos and all that, and somehow nobody heard. And I'm pretty sure they basically said this character is bisexual when he says that him and the other guy wouldn't be a good match, but he doesn't say he wouldn't be with him. But yeah, it just has a lot of unanswered questions, but it's not bad by any rate, and it seems really good. And I'm gonna be following this one.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, same.
for now, yeah, bean burrito, and see how it goes from here.
So now moving on to Attack on Titan.
The thing people really want to hear about.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about these random animes. There's so many romance animes out there. So Attack on Titan. I haven't watched Attack on Titan since season 1 ended way back. And when
Literally just
season
binge watched it.
Yep. Just finished binge watching it, including 5 episodes of season 4, and honestly, I don't see why people used to hate on it. It's a good show, though I heard Aaron being yelled out by Mikasa so many times that every time I see her on screen and in the back of my head, I hear her screaming Aaron.
Wait, isn't there 6 episodes out?
There might be.
I
They all
don't
kind of
remember.
blend together at this point for me. I think I watched about 40, so I lost track. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I mean, you watched all of them within a week.
Probably could have done it faster, but sadly we have this little thing called work and lives apparently that interrupt our anime watching time.
Yeah, there's 6 episodes. So this past yesterday, the 6th episode came out where we finally see the battle when Eren comes in and smashes everybody and then fights the Warhammer Titan.
I kind of thought that guy giving the speech was on their side for a little bit.
Who on Eren's side?
Yeah, the blonde guy that was giving the speech talking about Paradise Island.
Oh yeah, Willie.
Yes. I forget his family name.
Uh,
Started with the T.
Tiber or something.
Yeah, I thought he was on their side for a little bit because he was preaching about how they were the good guys. And then he started talking about how they're going to war because the founding titan was stolen. And I'm just like, well, then this escalated very quickly.
Yeah, he was talking about being like, I don't know, like, it was a really weird speech. And then at the end, he was just saying that they were just gonna attack them and go to war. And Eren was like, nah, bruh. And then transformed right there and ate him.
I feel like it would have been fine if nobody ever went to the island, just left them alone.
Yeah, I mean, they all just want the power, want to control all the Titans.
That always gets the villains. Though honestly, I can't even tell who's the good guys or the bad guys in this show anymore. I feel like they're all kind of morally gray.
I've been seeing that a lot on TikTok. I get everything from TikTok, but they're saying how they weren't supporting Eren's actions and like killing all those people and attacking right then and there and killing innocent people. What do you think of that?
Well, given the fact that it's been about 4 years, and even though Aaron doesn't look like it's been 4 years, Aaron looks like it's been 10 years for him. But it's hard to say like what happened in between. So it could be justified, but honestly, I don't think it is.
You don't
And
think his actions are justified?
nah, I feel like he could have just stayed on the island and just kept beating them as they showed up. Eventually, they would have stopped coming.
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, they were the ones who disturbed his peace first when they broke the wall and his mom got eaten and all that. And
Yeah,
I mean, all of his friends were dead. Like Petra died, Levi's squad, Marco, like so many people that are in his life died, and so now he's like taking revenge. You know? So I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's true.
I feel like in that sense it was justified because I mean Reiner and Annie, well, Bertolt, he, they all like killed innocent people in that first time that they showed up on Paradise Island.
Well, Annie didn't do anything, so
That's true.
she's
She was
safe
just
in.
there, but I mean, she was part of the plan, you know.
Yeah, she was. But it's like we saw how she didn't want to be a part of the plan. She was threatened into it. So I don't think Aaron was justified in what he did, but I think Aaron is justified in attacking Reiner.
Yeah, that's true. Then he's just turning into the enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is tough, but I mean, he has all this built up anger that he has on these people for everything that they planned and did to him and like the people he loves and the people he knew.
I feel bad for
It's
those
just tough.
kids.
Oh, the the two that died.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Zofia and Udo? Is
And
that his name? I don't
I think
remember.
so. I think it was Udo. But yeah, it was messed up how they died. And then you have a basically a Marleyan version of Aaron with that little girl, Gabby.
Oh yeah,
And now she's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna kill them all." Just kind of repeats
yeah.
itself.
That's true because I mean, all she sees is the attack, just like Aaron saw the attack of Reiner.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't think it was justified. It just creates more problems in the long run.
What did you think when the squad showed up?
I thought that was a pretty awesome entrance. I love the fact how they basically outmaneuvered these pure soldiers just from pure skill alone.
Do you know if the Marlians know about their ODM gear and like how it works?
Yeah, because the Beast Titan took it earlier.
But like, do they know how it works? Like, have
I don't think they know how it works yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Like I said, it's been a while since I read the manga, so everything's coming back in bits and pieces.
yeah, I was wondering because I don't know. Like, obviously, like people were surprised that they showed up, but I wasn't sure if they knew about all of their advanced technology.
I mean, even if they did, these guys have been using the ODM gears a lot longer. But yeah, like I was saying, I doubt even if they made their own ODM gears, they could use it nearly as well as the scouts could.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because I mean, that's their advantage right now, being able to move out of situations quickly,
Well, and their ODM gears also have guns on it too, not just swords. So,
and they have grenades on them too.
and I think they're called the lightning rods or thunder rods.
Which ones are those?
Those are the giant missile-looking things on them.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I meant when I said grenades. I didn't
Oh,
know what they were called.
okay. Yeah, I think they're called lightning or thunder rods, something like that,
Yeah, I don't know like technical words
or
for
thunder
anything.
spears, maybe. Probably wrong, but yeah.
Oh, when
When
Levi showed up,
Oh, that was a
I
smooth
keep seeing,
entrance.
and like there's this one part he's like shooting forward in one of like with his ODM gear.
Hmm.
He's like flying forward, and then all you from behind him, all you see is his butt. People are going crazy over his butt online.
Once again, that brings us back to the point. The fandoms can be a scary place. But yeah, his entrance was awesome, and I love how Piet got Vietnam flashbacks pretty much when she saw him.
I know they're all scared of him, especially after Zeke. Like after
He basically ripped apart Zeke on his own.
What rating would you give it?
I would give this one a bean and cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I will give it a burrito with guacamole.
You see, I like Attack on Titan, but I don't like it that much.
Oh, yeah, I could tell. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I really like it. Maybe not a burrito with guacamole, but definitely like it's up there. A
No,
breakfast burrito.
maybe, yeah, breakfast burrito. I would say that'd be a good one.
Hmm. It's definitely my top 5.
I could see that for you. Looking at Levi's butt.
Yeah, the sad thing about this past episode is that we didn't get to see Armin.
No, I think we did. I think he was the soldier that put Piek in the hole.
But like he didn't really have. Are you sure? I thought that was Mikasa.
No, that was a blonde dude with a beard.
I thought it was fake. That I don't know. I don't think that was Armin. But either way, like even if that was Armin, like we didn't see any action from him. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if Armin is there, chances are just waiting for a good moment to show the Colossus.
I mean, obviously, like he's not gonna show up right away with the colossal, but I would have liked to see him like flying in with everyone else.
Yeah, no, that definitely would have been really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that other brother, Puck, he has some issues.
Why?
The one that has the jaw titan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fact that he's like, ooh, I'm gonna be the one to take the Titan from you, Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron's
what?
already beaten like 2 Titans on his own, so
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's just trying to prove himself, or at least like defend his people.
maybe.
He did
But
kill a lot of people and his friends, so he's probably pissed.
yeah, but even before that, when he was talking to Rainer, he seemed to have issues. Like when
Do
he
you
was
remember any
saying,
of that from the manga?
not really, but yeah, like when he's talking to Rainer, saying, "Ooh, I should have been the Armor Titan instead." It's like, yeah, you could have been, but that doesn't change the fact that Aaron's still able to beat the Armor Titan. So
Is the Armor Titan one of their most like powerful titans that they have in control?
right now, yeah, I think the Armor
Which
and the
one
Beast
was it?
Titan are their stronger Titans because the Beast Titan is known for its insane strength. The Armor is known for its like near unbreakable skin, though now it seems like everything can break its skin.
Especially Eren.
Right? And the Warhammer is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean, since you read the manga, do you know what other stuff the Warhammer can do besides what we saw in that last episode?
Well, I can't go into it without spoiling it. So
Oh, darn.
that's the. While we may have spoilers on this podcast, I try not to spoil anything that's coming up.
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. I just thought maybe like it made other things, you know?
Honestly, when I look at it, I kind of think of Green Lanterns. You know how they can use their ring to make whatever they want? But yeah, and then the whole war thing. I'm kind of interested to see the dynamic of the war between how many countries are going to be against Marleyans.
Because in the manga, like you can't really see much of the fights, right? In like drawings.
No, you
So like
can't.
really
That's
the
one thing.
animation. Hmm?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one thing I love about the animations compared to the manga, is when it comes to action scenes or anything like that, it's a lot more immersive.
Yeah, I would assume it's a lot more exciting for manga readers.
We could skip over the dialogue if we want, but when it comes to the fight scenes, can't really skip over that because it really shows like what the manga was trying to tell you. Like I remember for the first fight between Eren, Rainer, and Berthold, it wasn't nearly as climatic because all it seemed like was Eren was just beating Berthold or beating Rainer, and then poof, Berthold crashed and he was kidnapped. But in the
Oh,
anime,
when Armin ate him? Is that what you're talking about?
no, the first fight they had when they revealed themselves.
Oh, okay. By the
Yeah.
wall.
Mhm. But seeing it in the anime, seeing like the actual how they were more evenly matched was just super interesting.
That's so cool. Yeah,
Mm.
I the only manga that I've read was Orange, and then right after I finished reading it, the anime came out, so that was like perfect timing. And that's the only manga I've ever read.
Yeah, me, I've read too many to remember. All right, so we'll wrap up this episode. We're going to try to upload every week or every other week, and we're going to upload different animes through each episode. Next week, we will be talking about Skate the Infinity, The Promised Neverland, Kimono Jihen, and So I'm a Spider, So What? Please tune in. We won't go back to these ones until probably about halfway through their seasons. This way we can give it a more justifiable rating and talk a bit more about each one.
Like Anthony said, we'll be uploading, or at least trying to upload every Wednesday, if not every other Wednesday. And they will be up on Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and RadioPublic. And then on Sundays, we're going to upload it on YouTube. We also want to thank Anchor for distributing our podcast to all the hosts that I mentioned. Thank you for being our first and only sponsor so far. Hopefully we get some more in the future. Thank you for listening in, and make sure to keep a lookout on the second episode that comes out next week. Anime Burrito out.